The character that I hate the most in Adventure Time is Lumpy Space Princess just because of one episode. But am I justified or is it a misunderstanding? Trigger warning, we're going to be talking about a very serious topic in this video, so if it's not for you, I hope you have a good day. And if you're going to comment, please watch the full video and please be empathetic and understanding. I don't mind people disagreeing with my perspective, but all I ask for is respect. This is kind of difficult for me to talk about because Adventure Time is a kid's show. Kid shows are often vague with their creative intentions, so you can project your own emotions and meanings onto the show. In the episode I'm referring to, what LSP did to Finn was very triggering for me, but I don't think the writers were intentionally trying to trigger people or they was intentionally trying to get the reaction that I had. In the episode titled Breezy, Finn was going through a lot of stuff in life, like going through a breakup and dealing with his father, right? So he was trying to make up for the confusion and sadness he felt by making out with a bunch of women. And before I want to say this, I think the episode has a good lesson about the dangers of having an unhealthy relationship with sexual intimacy. Because Finn is clearly trying to be intimate with all these people because he's coping, right? And then we get to Finn and LSP, and I'm just let the clip play.
Now it's Lumpy's turn to slump those lips. Whoa, where are you going?
That's it.
What? I didn't wait infinity for a dip in the kiddie pool. We're taking this to the deep end.
But I'm not a good swimmer.
Don't be scared, Finn. Lumpy's on lifeguard duty.
How's it going, guy? Is any of this helping?
And my issues with the scene is that I don't think the writers made it clear that Finn consented to being deflowered by LSP. In my personal life, I value clear consent to the point where there should never be any debates if somebody consented to something or not. It should be a clear yes or no. Any type of indifferences are a no to me when it comes to consent when sexual intimacy. So the fact that there was debates if LSP essayed Finn when this episode came out, you can understand how I feel about LSP. I'm sorry for repeating myself, but consent should never be a debatable topic. It should be clear all the time. And I have a few reasons why I don't think it was the writers' intentions for this to be a discussion. Number one, I just think they thought the lifeguard joke was funny. They just wanted LSP to be witty and it had unintentional consequences. I don't think consequences is the right word, like perceived in a different way is a better way of putting it. Number two, the writers still want you to like LSP because LSP gets a bunch of dedicated episodes and it's very important to the plot after this episode. To insinuate that a character is an abuser and still treat them like this unserious silly character would be a very weird creative choice that a lot of anime are very familiar with doing. All shade. And number three, the episode was about Finn's willingness to explore physical intimacy with a bunch of people that he was disconnected with and how that wouldn't make him feel better. Finn being deflowered by LSP was supposed to show his desperation and how far he was willing to cope to feel like he fixed himself. Even after all my points, this episode still doesn't sit right with me because Finn was very vulnerable with LSP and LSP clearly pressured Finn into being deflowered while Finn was verbally indifferent. It just don't sit right with me at all, and I don't like the writer's direction that they took with that scene if they weren't trying to explore the nuance of consent. This scene just makes it look like LSP took advantage of a vulnerable Finn. And if that was what the writers intended, Finn just goes back to being cool with LSP like nothing happened after this episode. And if that was really the writer's intention, I don't respect how they didn't explore how messed up LSP was for doing that to Finn. But yeah, that's why I don't like LSP, and it's like, I understand if people disagree with my perspective. I really do, trust me, I do. But that scene just like, it just triggered me too much, dog. Like, I can't watch that scene and not just be disgusted by it.